Since the inception of the West African Senior Secondary School Certificate Examination, university requirement has largely called for 5 subjects. Mandatory among these are English language and mathematics. Every year, thousands of students run into the cause of either having to resit for not getting credits on English and mathematics or painfully changing career path owing to same. To help modify this narrative, Star Television presents on your screen Learning Garage, a platform that guarantees better performance in English language and mathematics with a team of experienced teachers. To this solution, you all are invited, especially those facing WASC. Learning Garage comes to you on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Repeat broadcasts are screened on Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and on Sundays from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Join host Ali Sonta Kamara.
If you mean such element, then of course we'll say the waters of the world in that regard.
And Babatunde Gaira Lamin on these days to make a world of difference.
Fraction that has a numerator which is less than the denominator, we term it as a proper fraction.
Welcome back, viewers. This is Learning Garage, the grammar segment. Okay, we have spent some time in the first aspect looking at, of course, it's I time, it's about time, and then in fact how we should use them. Again, we get down to some, of course, the would rather stuff, how to use would rather, and then we get down to modals, can, should, may, might, need, must. You call them up, a number of them. Okay, so we turn our attention now to pronunciation. And today we'll look at some, how do we pronounce when a word ends in ed. Okay, I mean when we add ed to a word and when we add s to a word, what happens? Very, very essential. Okay, and it's about pronunciation, not about grammar here, please. The grammar segment has finished. We are now on to pronunciation. All right, so to deal with that, to understand how to actually deal with ed aspect and s aspect when they are attached to the end of word, how to pronounce them, we really have to understand consonants, voice consonants, and voiceless consonants. Okay, so let's get down to the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, onto Z. In the alphabet, we have 26 letters, and we have what? We have 21 consonants, and we have 5 vowels. That is in the alphabet. Okay, orthography. In linguistics, no. In linguistics, we have about 24 consonants, just 24 consonants, and we have about 20 vowels, and in fact sometimes we have even 25 vowels, because we have what? We have 8 pure vowels. We have 12, I'm sorry. We have 12 pure vowels, we have 8 diphthongs or impure vowels, and we have what? We have 5 diphthongs. If you add them all together, we have 25 vowels, Then consonants, we have 24 consonants. But originally speaking, we have 20 of them. Some, of course, added up 5 onto the vowels. That number, of course, sloped up to 25. But what you'll find in the British phonemic charts will be 44 different sounds. Okay, we have 20 vowels, and we have 24 consonants. That is, in the British phonemic charts, you have 44 different sounds for the English language. But let's deal with the consonant we find in the alphabet. Okay, the 21 consonants. Let's see when a consonant is considered voiced, or when do we regard a consonant as being voiced at that. Okay, a consonant will be regarded as being voiced if when pronouncing it, okay, if vocal cord, or what we refer to as cavity here, vibrate tensely, then of course it's voiced. If you insert your index finger, your thumb against, okay, your throat, if you pronounce any of the consonants, if you realize a very tense vibration, it means, okay, the consonant what is voiced at that. So imagine, like for instance, B. The name is B. The voice is B. 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 The letter B, of course, is voiced. So contrast it out with P. 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 Just puff of the mouth. So P is voiceless, but B is voiced. So let's look at voiced consonant and voiceless consonant. So B is voiced B, D is voiced D, G is voiced G, R is voiced R, M is voiced M, N is voiced N, V is voiced V, J is voiced J, L is voiced L. The ing we call nasal is voiced Ng, Ng is voiced. Of course, Z is voiced Z. These are all voiced here. Here, these are voiceless consonants. T is voiceless T. F is voiceless F. P is voiceless P. K is voiceless K. CH is voiceless Ch. S is voiceless S. SH is voiceless Sh. See? So, that could be the first thing. Now, let me bring you to the principles now guiding. When a word ends in a voiced consonant, and it happens that we want to add ed to the end of that word, when a word ends in a voiced consonant in B, D, G, L, R, when a word ends in a voiced consonant and it so happen that we want to add ed onto it, the ed will be pronounced as d. So here, see something. We have bagged. The word originally ends in what? In G. G is voiced. Making this one past tense and adding ed onto it. What happens here? The ed sounds as d. Bagged. Bagged. We bagged prizes at the party. Next, we have here sobbed. The word ends in B and B sobbed. B. B. B is voiced. So making this in past tense and adding ed onto it, the ed becomes what? D. Sobbed at that. But when a word ends in a voiceless consonant, like K, the K sound K, like the P sound P, like the SH sound sh, CH sound ch, okay? When a word ends in a voiceless consonant and it happens that we want to what? Add ed onto that word, the ed will be pronounced as T when a word ends in a voiceless consonant. And it so happens that we want to add ed onto it. The ed will sound what? Will sound as T. So imagine here we have stopped. She stopped me. Stopped. Why? Because the word ends in P and the P here is voiceless. P. Stop. P. P. You see? So if you put this one in past tense and add ed onto it, what happens here? The ed becomes T. So stopped at that. What about cook? The spelling ends in K and K is voice. Cook. So if you add ed onto cook, it becomes what? Cooked at that. Cooked. She cooked the food at that. Again, wished. Wished. So imagine wished, the word ends in sh and the sh sound is voiceless. So adding ed onto it becomes what? T. So wished. Wished at that. Okay? Now we come down to S. When a word ends in a voiced consonant, like B, like D, like G, like L, like R, and we want to add S onto that word. When a word ends in a voiced consonant and we want to add S onto that word, okay, the S will sound as Z, 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 instead of S, become Z at that. So imagine here we have pens. Why? N is voiced. N, N. See, our throat vibrates, pronouncing N. So if we want to add S onto, or like pen, the S will become Z as pens. Pens at that. Again, praise. Vowels are voiced. All vowels are voiced. A, E, I, O, U. The one you know, of course, in orthography. They are all voiced. A, E, U, all voiced. Every vowel, diphthong, I, ia, ua, they are all voiced. So, because when you pronounce them, the throat vibrates. I, E, U, the throat vibrates. So, all vowels are voiced. So, here, pray, a is a vowel. So, if we add S onto the vowel sound, the S becomes what? Z is praise. She prays a lot at that. Next, we have bugs. Bugs. The word ends in G. And G is what? G is voiced. So if a word ends in G, if a word ends in a voiced consonant, I want to add S into it, the S becomes what? Z. So you have what? We have bugs. I have 5 bugs. So the S becomes what? Z. Okay, but if we add S onto a word that ends in a voiceless consonant, the S remains S. So imagine we have cooks. No changes because K is voiceless. We have stops. No S because the P is voiceless. We have roughs. We have roughs because the spelling ends in, the word ends in rough. The F sound there is of course voiceless. So if you add S to it, it's also the same thing in roughs at that. But if we add ed onto a word that ends in T or D, the case is special. If we add ed onto a word ending in T or D, the case is special. And the ed what we will pronounce as what? As ed, not ed. Is ed, not ed. Like for instance, landed. So LAND ends in D. If we want to add ed onto it, it's landed, not landed at that. You see again, we have want, WANT, want. The spelling ends in T. So if you want to add ed onto that one, we say wanted. She's wanted at that. Wanted, not wanted. Ed. Not ed, is ed. Wanted. So ed is not ed, is ed. She's wanted at that. So you see, so of course, that's how we will bring down the curtain for today's program. I hope you have learned something. Thank you very much for spending your time with us. I have been your presenter, Sonta, until, of course, Wednesday. Tata.
Since the inception of the West African Senior Secondary School Certificate Examination, university requirement has largely called for 5 subjects. Mandatory among these are English language and mathematics. Every year, thousands of students run into the cause of either having to resit for not getting credit on English and mathematics or painfully changing career path owing to same. To help modify this narrative, Star Television presents on your screen Learning Garage, a platform that guarantees better performance in English language and mathematics with a team of experienced teachers. To this solution, you all are invited, especially those facing WASC. Learning Garage comes to you on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Repeat broadcast are screened on Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and on Sundays from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Join host Ali Sonta Kamara.
If you mean such element, then of course we'll say the waters of the world in that regard.
And Babatunde Gaira Lamin on these days to make a world of difference.
Fraction that has a numerator which is less than the denominator, we term it as a proper fraction.